P250 on Nico. He opened up with triple kill coming into that last map as well. He needs to do the same. Nitro with Julies. No kit here. And what is known as a pretty unretakeable map anyway. Oh. Opening kill for JKS. G2 group up. This round rests solely on the shoulders of Elige. If he falls, then the round will as well, and HooXi leads G2 right through the hallways into their destiny.
Hell yeah, he does.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, buddy. Just had to go do something quick. Right, Elige up close. Ready to get involved, ready to have his say in this round.
They're waiting for Nico. He's got a lot of room. Wrap round on long. He might even find this kill before G2 pop out apps. I mean, he's looking the right way, but Nico hits the right shot, and that's all that really matters. 2 kills, and that is the pistol for G2. However you dice and slice it, it's a done deal.
Yeah, a little rough there. It kind of had to be a big round for Elige. Now Hunter in position to take it all away. Hello! They drop on into him, and even though he's only good for 1, it really does cement the fact that this round ain't happening for Team Liquid.
And saving's not even guaranteed either. At least YEKINDAR was throwing every nade, but JKS is here, and with nothing to lose for G2, they will fight for the finish, and they will finish strong. 4 standing, a pistol in their pocket. Liquid leave with nothing but heads in hands.
Yeah, convincing start to this second map, though. G2, they've got their eyes on the prize. And as is often the way, Inferno ends with 2 kills in the right or wrong place, depending on which team you're rooting for. This is G2. Chance to get off to a really good start here on their map pick, and what they're hoping is the last map in this series.
Yeah, I mean, it's ancient, right? That would be a banger if Liquid can get us there. There was no handshake for Mirage for G2. They've seen Liquid close out enough series on Mirage, be it against Vitality or FaZe. They don't want to risk it. G2 here for the trophy, for their heads, and heads will roll here in Banana. YEKINDAR gets flashed back in, and that AK is put to use. 3 kills and 1 HP. YEKINDAR, that's a smooth opener. Gonna hand that gun back to the captain. Elige with the Galil as well. And G2, a dose of reality. Shock to the system straight away in the second round.
Yeah, YEKINDAR slammed them back down to earth. And it's left him in a really bad way. Like, how are you meant to recover this? After his heroics, grabbing that gun off to the races to open up this second round. What are G2 meant to do? Don't have Nico to try and open this one up. That responsibility might fall on the shoulders of JKS. Hunter's throwing these flashes, but this is all with the goal of recovering the bomb and trying to force a fight here. They're not going to get given one. Ooh, YEKINDAR. 3 in the round already, and a chance for even more. Ready and waiting in the boiler. They will check for him, but very little time, and that AK entrusted into the hands of Nitro. A capable captain takes to the stage here to close that round out.
Losing pistols, converting, not losing to force buys. Broken by Liquid here, though. All good things must come to an end. Liquid still need to build upon it. Banana take, deep smoke. Flashes come through, and Nitro's got full control. Ooh, almost gets caught, but sprays for 2 instead. Easy opener for the captain again. Gives those AKs back to his stars and lets loose with the SMG.
Yeah, great to see Nitro looking like this. It's inspiring all throughout the Liquid ranks. And it's going to leave them in a great place. They look to win out these force buy wars. That is, unless Hunter and m0NESY have something to say about it. And very quickly, It's gotten out of hand here. Hunter leading the charge. oSee in behind him. Molly onto the coffins. Elige will still try and fight this, and that was the last bullet in the AK to find him. This was a 2v5 when it began, and now it's hanging in the balance. oSee caught on unfortunate timing there, trying to gain a bit of real estate for Hunter. Flashing him into the coffins, but he doesn't look to use this position.
They might think he's there. They saw the trajectory. They know what oSee was doing. If Hunter doesn't play aggressive, they might misread this one entirely. The health isn't great, and the molly is wrong. Hunter bides his time. He waits to strike. He looks for more, and they have exactly fallen for it. Hunter swings out with 4. He's looking for the ace right now. This will be a 2-on-5 and an ace for Hunter. oSee is dead! And Hunter shreds Liquid like paper. Goodness, we're getting a game here, Harry. Inferno looks to be as bright as it can. And that felt unsavable, irredeemable. A final bullet headshot, a perfect reposition off of Liquid's misinformation. And G2 bite right back.
That is a crazy way to open up this second map. And you even saw the smile on his face there, you know. Hunter isn't only the big moment guy, but my God. Even he knows that that's not a round that comes by often.
I mean, Liquid just got G2 got so much firepower, so many stars. 3 of their players rated in the top 8 of this tournament right now, and Hunter's not even one of them.
Last time they got 1v5'd on B-site Inferno, it borderline killed the team. So you hope that history's not repeating itself here.
Oh dear.
oSee scoped up. Forced off the angle with that Molotov. Great util to take away this control, and they want to swing it fast. oSee doesn't even react. Nico fast with the opener and looking for a little bit more. Now that will be one step too far, but his teammates are here to try and pick up the pieces. YEKINDAR knocked out of the round. That's the one B-site anchor. Oh, the boost is taken out under Elige. Not today, it's a mop-up.
Yeah, hate to see that for Liquid. They can't even get a grip. They can't even get their guns out, and Naf might die right at the end. oSee moves through, and squeaky clean. But not for long. Naf is a dead man, whether he likes it or not. 3-1, G2 get out with their guns. And a very short-term celebration for Liquid with that second round force already forgotten.
Yeah, just imagine the kind of come down after this start for Liquid. You know, you were riding the high of having YEKINDAR in Nitro with a hero performance in the Force. You thought that you were going to be off to a great start here. And it's anything but. Even that first return to the rifles just getting stolen away so decisively. Right, very little contest in that round. There wasn't a moment where Liquid were in it. And so, you know, you think about the kind of emotional release after a round like that, and it's a grueling one. The mental game of Liquid will be called into question here.
Yeah, a team that have been known to tilt, to break apart, to capitulate at the worst moments, but the stage cannot afford to be one of them. YEKINDAR needs to keep a cool head on his shoulders, but might be removed soon. JKS is shredding them in second as well, and wow, 3 headshots of his own, even gets out, won't even give them the FAMAS. YEKINDAR's rotated out of B. It's a site G2 already own. And Naf just wants something, man, but JKS unrelenting, looking for a second ace in 5 rounds of play. But his team won't give it to him for free.
Yeah, oSee can't have someone stealing the limelight, has to get involved. And so here we have the strong start for G2. There has to be a response from Liquid. I think it's so important that it arrives this round, because there is going to be this inescapable feeling that if it doesn't happen now, you know, is that this squad starting to get in their heads a bit? Yeah. They've certainly had these opportunities to open up here on Inferno. You can never count them out, especially not after that Vitality game just yesterday, but They're up against a whole different beast here. Look at the freedom that oSee has had every damn round. Running up Banana, he goes uncontested. That molly's meant to force someone in. But thankfully, HooXi, like an eclipse, just moves in front at the right moment.
Yeah, YEKINDAR's very thankful for that one. And this is a round where Liquid don't have the utility. They have one Molotov. They're still holding it on this B bomb site. And so oSee knew he had the room to go full ZywOo, just take Banana with pace. HooXi's lining up something, a little BXX to get the juices flowing. To start this T set aside with a statement set piece. G2 ease into it, and it might be pretty contact after all. A flash over the roof, and G2 waiting for the time to strike.
Nico up at the front. The flash is beautiful, and Hunter's traded places with YEKINDAR. There was a feeling that Liquid had to put up some sort of defense here and now. And with it slipping by, the save call's already come in. This is a very dominant face showing from G2.
That's just such a brutal round because it's not even an execute, right? We talked about how there's only one Molotov and Nitro wants to use it, but G2, they wait till that smoke comes down and then they go through. It lets them amass in the choke point. One flash is all it took, and Liquid had no hope, no chance. They're even going to chase. They're re-execing on Pit right now to try and get these guns out of Liquid's hands, and they can afford to lose them. HooXi chases, gets a 1-for-1, and that's set up his team for the trade. Easy exit for G2, no survivors. And a 5-1 lead, you can feel the tide changing.
You know, HooXi is a leader. He's got a great read on the game. He's great at getting a lot of mileage out of his players. He's a very, decisive IGL who kind of forces these guys to take accountability. And in that same vein, he knows when to press an advantage, when you're in a team's head. And he knows that taking those guns away has really changed the flow of this second map. To say G2 are in the driver's seat is an understatement here.
Oh, and even a B stack, but G2 are using util this time. They are trying to clear every corner, every cubby, every rat hole that Liquid can hide inside. Lead ready to swing. As YEKINDAR goes first with a flash, it will be traded. A gun retrievable, and HooXi has to allow it. He's got the bomb, he can't dither, he can't hang around, but they know with a stack at B, that frees up an open area on this other site. Naf is alone. He was a problem piece in that first map, and he needs to stand tall now.
Oh, there's one, but that's it. His job done. Over. oSee moves in, tries to offer up some resistance. What is that?
All right, kid.
It just seems written in the scriptures, set in stone for G2. oSee. That shot is just straight BS. Right into the veins of Team Liquid. Nitro.
Good luck.
Moving in up the short side, but this crossfire is gnarly. Retrieves the AWP, but goes no further. Locked out by this tag team.
It's all just flowing so well. They're so proactive rather, even in the post plants. Flashing peaks, forcing fights. They went through the CT smoke on that BXX in the first gun round. It's all flowing for G2. This looks like a cohesive unit, a true team, and a terrifying one to take on. Even HooXi there, he knows he's a dead man. He's just running through with a Mach 10 climbing cart, trying to find that info for G2 to trade him. He dies a hero. And he allows G2 to lift their head up and look Liquid in the eye, 6-1. Another full rifle round, that one where Liquid need to be prepared, or this will swell. And the gap will grow.
Yeah, something's got to give. You know, it's one thing to feel like maybe you had a chance on that first. It's another to just have it completely dictated to you here on the second. What could be Liquid's last map on this stage. They've been underdogs in most of the matches they've played, and they've shown good resilience, but is this one step too far? G2 are a team in peak form right now. Everything slotting into place, Banana taken in this round, a tremendous amount of respect given again. This real estate comes freely to G2. And they're going to look to use it against Liquid. Missed shot for oSee. Up and over. Hunter gets that trade. oSee's now the last line of defense, and they're going to ice him out. 3-on-3. Elsewhere on the map, Liquid were able to plug some holes here. But is that going to tee them up for a retake? The nades fall short, and m0NESY puts the advantage back in G2's pocket.
I mean, that would have been a beautiful play for a Liege, but both nades fall a few centimeters short, both fall below the coffins, and just a bit of woodwork can block the impact. That could have been the bomb dropped in a 3-on-2 for Liquid to set up for a retake. But not today. Today's a saving game. G2, 7-1 up, establishing dominance, and every move so confident. Great trade work from Hunter and HooXi. This time it's Nico who dives right in and dies. They won't find the exits. Liquid get away with guns, but tails between their legs in these rounds right now, and I can barely blame them. G2 seem ferocious.
Yeah, one of the things that's been beautiful is just kind of the trust that feels like it's developed within this team. You can tell that HooXi trusts them to get these trades when he's up at the front. Everyone else hangs on his every word, it feels like, and it's been the case since the end of last year. Looking to keep this winning streak up, looking to make it 11 straight series all the way into a grand final. And the saddest part is, outside of these glimmers of hope early in the game, as we've gone down the line, the rounds have felt more and more one-sided as this has gone on. Nico with the opener, Nitro replies. Low on ammo and he gets the dink off, but not the kill. JKS waits in the wings. He doesn't want to go too soon, doesn't want to give them a retake. So he will try to pounce right as they move past. He's going to be coming in on this backstab.
Beckoning them in only to shoot them in the back. Liquid don't even get to save. They wanted to, but you can't give up forever. You've got to eventually go for one of these rounds, and JKS sneaking through the flank. The nade hits, but so does JKS. They were already trying to run away, and they will have no choice. Naf now needs to re-smoke only to survive, and G2 have an 8 guaranteed again. Oh, he tried.
Utter domination. That's what we're seeing right now. And there isn't a hero in sight. Nitro's tried. YEKINDAR offered up resistance early on, but has since gone quiet since that big second round play. Nitro and Naf are the two trying to keep them in this, but there is no stopping this G2 squad right now. They need to do something about Banana.
They've tried.
They've given it a couple of goes in these last few rounds, but G2 are fully aware of the respect they've gained on this side of the map.
I mean, we saw it in that Na'Vi game as well, where G2 just enacted so much control in this position. Na'Vi had to fall back into playing inside of bomb sites, barely challenging it, barely getting nades down. Oh dear, YEKINDAR, that's a nice start. Double kill up the top.
That's big. That's going to force a bit of respect out of G2. Not something they've had. Not a situation they've been in where they finally repel this attempt to take it away. G2 respond by moving in swiftly into the top of mid. Liege doesn't know that Hunter's made it out yet. He will just skirt out of the danger zone. Doesn't want to risk giving away this man advantage. m0NESY and oSee are about to clash now on Anubis. This was kind of an even odds bout, but here, but m0NESY every day, it's a tag either which way, but m0NESY comes out looking worse for wear.
How often do you see that? Both hit a shot, both survive. But Liquid are absolutely fine. They've got a Liege floating, and if B gets taken, he can throw flash over the top to set up YEKINDAR. Right now is looking away, trying to avoid exactly that. oSee about to be smoked. Can he hit a timing shot as his vision gets gone? He re-smokes it. They have no reason to respect it. 25 seconds, they're coming through.
YEKINDAR's been the guy in this round. He's got to keep up appearances here. He's on for the ace right now. Just oSee left to get past, and Elige will finish the job. A step in the right direction for Liquid.
Yeah, nice banana setup as well. They tried taking it with deep peeks. They've tried stacking pistols up top, but G2 this time, they don't use Molotovs. It was just a flash, and Nitro threw one right back in to deny that trade kill that HooXi attempted to set Nico up for. Big round for YEKINDAR. And I mean, this is a game, this is a situation where you hope a player like that can really come alive. You know, a lot of pushback was on Naf after that first map, but YEKINDAR barely shone. He didn't lead the way. And he had bigger and better options than Liquid, but he chose this team. And right now, they need him more than ever. 4 kills in that round. But still up against a wealth on this T side for G2. 8 rounds on T side Inferno, mate, your half's done. Everything else is just a cherry on top. And G2, they got a sweet tooth right now.
Well, the change for Liquid has been playing a lot heavier over towards this banana hold early. They've been trying to lock G2 out of this position this round. They're even getting a little aggressive with some moves being made down here in mid, but they feed the beast. Good nade in response out of Elige to at least bring this back into even odds. It's aggression all across the field right now for Liquid. Nico up close. That's a clean tap. They even wanted to try and follow up on oSee, who decides the best thing might just be to run away here.
You can feel how desperate Liquid are. The fact that Naf goes back for that after getting flashed off. I mean, we definitely could have just fallen back and kept that advantage, but it's at least put Liquid in a 3-on-3. It could have been worse. oSee has to be relied upon at this B site. After he gets a shot off, the molly is going to be very important to stop G2's approach, but already flashed, already uncertain. Despite his tenacity on the last map, his willingness to hold sight solo, he's got to do better than ever right now.
It's a lovely info flash as well. They very much gauged if there was a reaction in the tank for Liquid, right? When no util comes in, you feel a lot more comfortable. Usually it's your smoke, a molly, something dropped at the pin of that flash going off, but that's not the case, so they feel content pressing the issue on this one. oSee back at the site, 1 kill to his name. He sees an arm, but he can't take the kill. And caught crossing, HooXi's tapped him out of the round. Plant found here. Nitro tries his hand. Bam, it goes both ways. He gets out alive, so on numbers alone, Liquid can still attempt this one. Both HooXi and Hunter are tagged up. HooXi on the close angle. Hunter gonna peek in response, but he's not needed yet. Whittles Elige down low, and he realized just how insurmountable this clutch is. They play it perfectly on the side of G2. HooXi smiles down the line. He's proud of that round.
Yeah, what a closer for G2, considering Liquid come in with, you know, game plan. They force a mid-fight, they take full banana. They actually get a 3-on-3 with an AWP, winning his fight at the back of the B site, but G2 breaks through, and while Inferno is known for its post plants, G2 have still made the most of those situations. They have played them perfectly. Not a single retake round yet for Liquid. 2 bomb detonations on saves, and more attempts at it. The Liquid haven't gotten away with guns. This is a statement game for G2, and again, the timeout from Daps. Crown Canadian himself, playing under many of North America's biggest organizations. Right now in the coaching seat, in the hot seat. But his conversations from the players down the line. What solutions do Liquid have? They've tried a few things, they haven't worked. G2, all the room in the world, and Hunter leading the charge.
All right, they're going to try and come in with a bit more aggression. They're trying to be decisive in these openings. They're trying to be proactive, but G2 have blocked them in a lot of these rounds.
Oh dear.
This one's no exception. oSee goes back in, lands a tag, but he's in hot water.
What?
Holds the line. The fact he gets out with one is a bit of a miracle for Team Liquid there.
Yeah, and they immediately pull back as well. YEKINDAR recedes from that B site, not wanting to give away a kill. Liquid feel the need to make a gamble in this round, and you can barely blame them, but Nico, what does he hear? Oh, a leech, catching one. JKS alone, sneaking through the smoke, up and over the top. And this is a risky move with the package. He can't even go back to Nico right now. He's committed. They see the molly. They might spam him.
Oh, they're looking right at each other, but just concealed by the smoke.
Yeah.
That swing comes in, the bomb tumbles away. And so here we go, Nico in the clutch. Up in the top mid. This would be the straw that breaks the camel's back. If he cooks something up here, it's gonna ruin Team Liquid. Now with the swing, two players holding this inside of the site.
Oh.
Nico was ready, but Nitro swings from above and puts a stop to it. That is a collective sigh of relief for Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, those are the rounds that Nico's just dreaming of, right? He's happy to be in that position. He's feeling confident. And if that swing comes out from low and not graveyard, that's all the makings for a 1v3. But Nitro, angle of elevation makes it happen. And again, oSee holds strong. No idea how he even gets out with a kill in that situation. Liquid managed 3, but barely managing to stay afloat in this map. And again, as it was yesterday in the closer, Nitro leading the way for Liquid. Career highs at the end of last year in the numbers alone. Nitro needs to lead by example.
YEKINDAR and Nico locked in a bit of a fight here, and YEKINDAR will get the drop on him. Now, usually this has been the prerequisite to Liquid looking pretty, is YEKINDAR winning that fight at Banana.
Oh dear.
Liege is so blind, but it goes both ways. Chaos ensues over at long, and HooXi lives to tell the tale. Now moving in, set up with a flashbang, clotheslines oSee, and Nap is burning alive. YEKINDAR rotates him, but is felled immediately. And Nap is living on borrowed time. This is a done deal. Nitro is just too far removed to play into this one.
Yeah, HooXi just sends him to Odin's Hall. Head after head, decapitated. And these chaotic rounds, these mad moments, you'd think an international team, all talking in their second language, except for JKS, I guess, would be struggling in the chaos, but G2 live in it. They breathe. And Nitro saves anything but the day. It's just the AK. 10 rounds on a T side. G2 finals ready.
And this one hurts even more for Liquid on the other side because they got that opener. They tamed Nico at Banana. They had an idea as to what was happening in that round. And even though you knew what G2 were trying, they just couldn't put a stop to it. Nitro even said this recently in an interview. He said right now G2 reminded of Prime Phase, how the calling didn't have to get super convoluted. Everyone had full faith in the game plan. They ran the execs well, so well, that it's hard to put a stop to them.
Yeah, you hear players saying that all the time, right? Like belief in a call, belief in a captain, even if the call isn't necessarily the best, is far better than doubt. Players not believing in the best call. And I think that's a big change in the culture of G2. Questions on whether HooXi was the right piece for the puzzle. Well, he has demanded a lot from his players, and he has commanded respect from Nico, and that's something that can't be said about previous in-game leaders in G2. That's the difference maker. And I don't think G2 have had as much faith in themselves as they do right now, let alone the public perception. Flash up top mid, it's Nitro. The 1 AK on the boost, looking to catch HooX, but he only had his one chance and it's gone.
Yeah, Resmoke reigns in. Nitro still with this angle. The captains clash and Nitro comes out ahead, moving back in even more. Sword and shield at the ready for Nitro. Trying to be that man to kickstart a round from nowhere, and it's risen through the ranks. YEKINDAR and Naf, they make moves, and Nico's left on the other side of the map, all alone here. Doesn't have that bomb. He's given a lot of these rounds a go. But this is one that he might just have to write off. Liquid looking to break in right at closing time, right at the buzzer. The final few rounds. It's all they could have managed, and they're hungry for them.
I love that he's even looking for it. It just shows the mindset G2 are at. He can't even afford this play, but Nico doesn't care. Maybe he should have. Elige ends it. Liquid hold on to 4 guns, 4 rounds, and G2 now have to force buy in the last round of the half. But my goodness, what a statement on this 8-win streak, looking to make it 9 on Inferno alone. And Liquid, they put their foot in the door, but they're going to get their toes slammed shut.
HooXi got team knife to open up this round.
I take it all back.
So really testing the bond in this team. Hunter, all right lad, full blind, but still going to open things up. Elige on the receiving end of that. They're already out in mid. oSee tries to contain it. Naf out on an island is punished eventually. And this one gets to a weird place. oSee offering up all the resistance he can, but when that smoke rains over the top, he's got to show it respect. G2 don't know it yet, but they've actually got full control of this site.
Oh. They've got control, and JKS is going to take it, clearing every corner, but soon it will dawn upon him. This plant is his. Nico's set up in the post, down in pit. It's not the best bomb plant spot for Nico if he's the one left alive. But G2, when there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, Nico Deagle down in pit needs to offer some resistance here. YEKINDAR gone. Nico. Oh man! The Deag doesn't betray him this time, and G2 are here to play. countless moments in this second map. There have been many opportunities for Liquid, and yet somehow G2 always find a way to make the impossible happen. This 1v3, dig only from NiKo down in the pit to close out the half. But that wasn't the only bit of heroics offered out by G2. We've had Hunter with an ace, with a 2v5. We've had JKS almost acing. Huge performances when it really matters. And now the stage is set, an 11-4 first half. G2 can feel that grand final appearance waiting in the wings.
Yeah, and Liquid will have to dig deeper than ever before. It's not even the 12-0. This one feels harder. This feels more irredeemable. m0NESY with the dualies, tip-tap, and he's going to knock him out immediately. 2 kills for the price of 2. YEKINDAR responds, and he will send it into this site. They've got nothing to lose.
HooXi's tucked in. Lies in wait as that nasty surprise, but the flash from his teammates won't blind Team Liquid. They found a way into this pitch. Oh no, no one's covering Naf. No one was looking out for him. And so he's fed to the wolves. Now you've lost the advantage, and Hunter pounces, leaps in. It's left to oSee, all alone, whittled down, low on health, with no chance, surely. This is daylight robbery from G2. oSee with the swing, and Hunter on the angle beckons him in for one hell of an opener to this second half. Another spot where Liquid had the advantage, they had the opportunity, but one of those pesky Kovac cousins gets in the way.
They always do, Harry. They always do. And this plant as well, they had the CT smoke. That comes out of nowhere for Liquid. They're playing banana post plant with an attempt at an orange plant. It's all come crumbling down at the worst of times. And it really is the worst of times for Team Liquid. Near full eco. The inevitable sinking in. That despite this heroic run from the North Americans, the revenge arc, defeating their demons, doing what's never been done before on a stage against Vitality. It was all a moment. Nothing more.
And it's so impressive to see G2 in this form, championship form. What was promised for so long with this squad feels like it could be realized. It's come together beautifully. Got our first taste of it at the end of last year, and they've kept up appearances the whole damn way. Looking to make it 11 straight series wins here, all the way into a grand final. And without ever even breaking a sweat in the second map, Liquid, they might have this forced. They're hoping that it can find success. Through they come.
They know his tricks. They know what YEKINDAR likes to do. They saw him all CT side in that head-to-head against NiKo. And sneaking through the top banana smoke will not surprise G2, not in this form. NiKo will get traded. Gives Liquid a way back in, but look at the gamble, look at the read. HooXi's call for reinforcements, and he is almost right. He will go back. It's not a worry. 3 strong for G2. They're armed, they're ready.
Oh, m0NESY just got that info. Just got that spot.
Great molly.
He's going to force them back. And really force this one into the extremities of the timer here with a re-smoke in middle. Liquid have to wait that out.
Ooh, careful! Elite sleeping at the wheel. And that's a quick shot for m0NESY. Should be no surprises. Katowice where he made his debut, and maybe where he lifts a trophy tomorrow.
A man down. Moving up. They've been spotted. G2 know what's happening here. They haven't budged from this triple setup. That is an important kill for oSee. With Hunter out of the round. The threat of a long wrap open, fresh in the minds of G2. They're second-guessing everything. JKS eliminated down in the pit. And so Team Liquid, they might not have had the manpower, but they break a way through. HooXi's moving over like he wants to give this a go.
Any men would save here, but I want to see what the captain can do. His team's been showing off. They've been styling. Is HooXi's tank full of gas? Or is it just a hope that Liquid overstep?
He just wants to do damage, I think. Waiting till the final. Buzzer looks to come through, and there's that swing. Nitro knocked out of the round, and yeah, he's out of there. Just harassing them, just keeping himself fresh in their minds.
Reminding them that he could, at any moment. A middle finger and an exit. Even oSee falls to the bomb.
That is brutal.
There is no vacation for Liquid, no relaxation.
And HooXi's quest in that moment was literally just to try and maximize the amount of people that fall at the end of that round. When he gets out alive and he sees that everyone's fallen for Liquid, even though they don't win the round, he's still smiling to himself.
It's just prime G2.
He knows that that pressure is still as strong as ever on the Liquid side.
Yeah, especially in the meta we have right now, right? Heavy saves. CT's often given up on this map. One kill can sometimes win you a T-side rifle round. We saw it on Anubis. It's present at the highest level. And that is where we find ourselves. But Liquid, can they raise the bar? Is it pull-ups or is it dumbbells dropped by G2?
Oh, they want to do something here. They've lobbed in their signature mid-smoke and they come right through it, looking to contest this all mid-fight. Not to their benefit immediately, but there are numbers here. YEKINDAR keeps it under wraps. And so G2, they come in after removing everyone from the Liquid ranks in that last round, trying to go for a disrespect play. They're left wanting. And Liquid even want a bit of revenge of their own. They're all spreading out and trying to hunt m0NESY down.
Yeah, taste of your own medicine, perhaps. I love it. They're not planting. They're just waiting. They're stalling as long as they can, getting everyone in position for this final kill. And it will happen, surely. m0NESY's got to kill everyone. Knife out, he's dead. Good night. 6 rounds for Liquid. And they've earned our respect here in the spot egg. They cannot be underestimated. Their comeback potential. But this G2, it's still looking like a different beast. 13-6, and they force by. No loss bonus, why not?
Yeah, they're really going for the throat on this one.
Oh, yeah, send it, baby.
Go off, Movement King.
Oh, he didn't commit. Would have loved to see him go all the way down with that one.
Not every day you get the double run boost. Yeah, it would have been a treat to see him commit.
This guy, you know, 17 years of age, knows every trick in the book, every nade, every one-way. Oh. This should be easy done for Liquid. They will not respect that smoke. They don't need to. Oh, siding against it. They're not the ones feeling the pressure, though. With G2 on pistols, concessions have to be made. And Liquid will buy before they, or try before they buy, and go back into that A stack.
Yeah, this could still get weird. Hunter's even got a smoke he can look to drop here and play over the top of inside of the site. So there's a lot of resistance that can come from this AAA hold. Instead, he's holding it, trying to nullify the Moto angle. With Nitro still waiting at top banana, not having gauged a reaction yet. You could have even looked to wrap, but the ship on that has sailed. They've mopped up JKS. I don't know yet just how stacked this is.
Careful.
Honestly, with one on the Deagle, they still don't know about Hunter. This is grinded to a very awkward halt with his long smoke in. They're trying to wrap through spawn. Do they have the time for this?
Don't you dare.
HooXi, one kill in the right place could win you the round. There's so little time left. One kill. That's all he needs. The bomb makes it across. Just barely. Elige is going to get this plant.
Wow.
But G2 have armed themselves now. They've got guns. They've got a reason to go for this. This was pistols when the round began. And this little makeshift militia of G2, they've scavenged. They're armed, they're dangerous, they're hungry. m0NESY up banana, beheads Elige, and it's just Nitro, the captain, in the clutch. They're running him down, and Nitro delivers!
How does he keep that one going for Liquid? How does he not crumble under the pressure? That one kill for HooXi and 1 second on a plant. We've seen Liquid on either end of that bargain. Yet still he holds on. The fact that G2 can make that round interesting shows why we're crediting them in the first place. Liquid may survive the tide, but they got to do it against guns as well.
I gotta say though, man, the fact that Nitro in these comebacks is always so influential. It feels like, man, even back in the Vitality Overpass game, he was kind of the only guy offering up opening kills to open up that comeback in the first place. Sure, Elige kind of stole all the glory in terms of the stat line, but Nitro was a driving force behind it. And with the captain clutching in a 1v3 that was quickly spiraling through their fingers, once again, a 1 second the difference type round on that plant. Liquid aren't fazed by playing to the extremities of this clock. They're still finding a way through this game to offer something up on the T side. Now we've got this stack over towards B.
Don't do it again.
YEKINDAR's on the receiving end of it. oSee is in hot water. They're going to challenge him. He was meant to get the bomb. This is bad. If he dies towards the ramp, the bomb gets taken away. So Elige moving in is huge. JKS doubled down over in the apartments in the meantime. This has ended up being far closer than it ever should have.
JKS had a P250 and he found a double kill on short side. There's no way we should be in a 2v2 right now. And m0NESY's got a fantastic angle. He could take a 1 kill and drop off, and that's exactly what he'll do. The force buy wasn't enough for G2, but give them less and they'll give us more. Elige needs to do what Nitro just got away with. He's being quick flank. Fake on the bomb, 20 seconds. JKS doesn't bite, and Elige, does he have the read? Does he have the round? It's a seemingly a no. G2 with a full eco, and JKS 3 kills to do it.
JKS wants his chance to have played in 2 grand finals. He wants to be a back-to-back winner in the Spottic, and he is the difference maker in that round. A P250 was all he had. And damn near single-handedly, he defies the expectations.
Yeah, the cracks are beginning to show for Liquid. Just these rounds, how close they're getting, how robbed they're being. And this tornado of terror that G2 have brought has swept Liquid up. Look at what they've got to work with up against 14. The damage of those eco rounds, an AWP, 2 AKs, a MAC-10, a pistol. YEKINDAR can send it, but there's triple B.
Yeah, if he goes up here, he's going into the belly of the beast. oSee's with him, tries his hand at an opening move. But Nico wants to have his say, spammed out by YEKINDAR. Does take it 1 step too far there. No chance of the trade for G2, but HooXi seems to believe in himself. Playing up close, set up by the flashbang. oSee's got his number. They know that Hunter's here. Someone was lobbing those flashes. And m0NESY knows a hero play might have to be made here. He's trying to lock down mid, trying to influence where this bomb can go. It's going to force their hand to commit into the B play, into Hunter with m0NESY there. JKS was pushing alongside him. It is a clean round when all is said and done.
Liquid's patience on this T side has been very profitable from the first gun round where G2 tried to run down mid and chase ult as well through apartments. Liquid's setups have been stopping that. G2 trying to force this win. And it could dig them a grave. Hasn't the money. They need to cool off the gas themselves. 4 out of the last 5 for Liquid. They survive a very weak buy indeed, and m0NESY again looks to walk into this default. I think a step may have been heard as well by Elige, and Naf's come in to cover the stairwell. Ooh. Wouldn't want to mess with that again. Liquid might just go back to this BX set, keep it safe, keep it standard.
YEKINDAR's been the front runner in this one for Team Liquid. This round he's trying to open up the B play, and with just one man to get past, HooXi shouldn't deliver any heroics here. Spotted on top of the boost, dropping into a Molotov. It's a very rough spot for him to be in. And so this is a safe bet of a round for the Liquid camp. Up onto 9, closing the distance here. You're not worried for G2 yet, but it's got to be creeping into your mind. They've been being hyper-aggressive in these last few rounds, just trying to put this game to rest before it becomes a problem. And Liquid have been able to go toe-to-toe with them on this T side.
Yeah, again, you've got to give it to Liquid. The resilience they've shown in this tournament, especially on the stage, is unbelievable.
And that's not really a trait that we attributed to Liquid too much in the past, right? This is a team that sometimes did capitulate in those big moments when you know, they had one big clutch fall against them, when they were getting steamrolled. It was always hard to bring them back into it. But Nitro and YEKINDAR, the two kind of leader figureheads, they've looked really strong in this.
Yeah, and YEKINDAR, who had a very quiet map as well. We said he was a necessity coming into Inferno. He has delivered on all fronts. Some multi-kills on B anchor on the CT side, getting some entries up top mid as well. Or on top B, rather. But is it still delaying the inevitable? Is it still all in vain? Can G2 finish what they started? We're all waiting to find out.
Timeout called, so clearly feeling the pressure somewhat. They want to try and just break away, deny the right to this comeback for Liquid. And they could do that here and now. There's finally not like a caveat by this. It's not like it's been a series of aggressive purchases. They've waited for this buy. There's intent behind it. Honestly, was even blessed with a great mid spawn, so it wouldn't surprise me if he gets involved early here. He wants to have a bit of a say, but oSee locks him out of the round. Oh, that was close. Sails right by Hunter, who counts his lucky stars that he's still in this one.
Just the prospect puts a smile on my face. Oh. Plug it back in. JKS has got to plug this hole. Flash over, spray and miss. Nitro hits and Liquid quits as G2 have to save.
Oh dear. That one kill in mid really did decide a lot. It left this A site just all riding on the shoulders of JKS. And that weight was too much to bear. Save callers to come out. G2 left stewing in this one.
Oh dear, Harry.
Liquid onto double digits. And honestly, you know, with how this started, with how many opportunities Liquid had, I really didn't think they would have it in them to claw a way back in, to have us even considering that this comeback could be on. But they continue racking up rounds, they continue closing this gap, and what once felt insurmountable now feels obtainable.
Yeah, and this is up.
They want to try and remove these guns. They want to try and punish, similar to what G2 were doing in that first half. And if they can remove them, that tees Liquid up nicely to keep this comeback rolling in. It's just going to be the one kill. HooXi just gets out of there.
And that's a test for him now, right? Can he keep his team cool in this situation? Can he keep them above water? Can he stop G2 from playing not to lose? A lead they can't afford to falter in. A 14-7 this once was. And a grand final awaiting, but they've got to earn it. Eco around the rifles as Liquid pick up steam.
These can sometimes be the most dangerous rounds. G2 will be a little looser. Right, you're gonna have HooXi and Eco trying to make plays, trying to get involved. Plays that they might not normally make because the situation calls for it, it demands it. These rounds can feel very different, and so Liquid, they take it with a slow burning composure again, spreading out across the map, trying to keep all these avenues in check. Triple B lean for G2. They can re-smoke that 2 more times.
I feel like they're setting up to boost if a smoke comes in, right? If they get smoked to coffins, immediately one of the players can jump on the other's head, get a shot over it, dissipate. But it won't be in this round. Liquid, they take banana, they go back to middle. Only 2 strong, neither rifled. Hunter gets his smoke out, but they're going to beat it to the punch. CZ low on ammo already. He's barely started firing, and he won't get any more out. JKS falls from apartments, but they've heard this one, and they're in no hurry.
It was him here with the pistol last time that caused all the problems, right? Dropped into the pit. They're up above him, they're in front of him, they're all around him. JKS not in a good spot here. And expecting anything is wishful thinking. Nitro runs him down.
It's so clean for Liquid, just the way they isolate that kill. They get some util on the site. They don't know how many are there in fairness. And once they figure out exactly where JKS is from his drop down, they all split him together. Liquid are looking so collected in this moment. They are not looking like the stress team you'd expect of any roster in this position. But years of experience and nothing to lose against a scoreline like this. Liquid continue to ramp it up, and more exits galore, more guns to be taken away or given to oSee. HooXi can't cross out of that smoke. YEKINDAR takes one more with him. Oh, only Nico this time.
All right, from 14 to 7. We are now just 3 rounds the difference between these squads. When this T-side began, you weren't filled with confidence. There wasn't a lot of faith. But Liquid are starting to believe now. And for G2, have they done all this only to snuff that out right at the end?
They want an opener. They want a 5-on-4, and they can fall back and play very comfortably. They don't have to rely on these gamble stacks that Liquid are getting away from and going for A-walks into 2-man holds. But think about the last few entries. oSee picking oSee at top mid. YEKINDAR firing through the smoke at Car and finding Nico. These have been the heavy head-to-heads that have come up for Liquid. And if that keeps happening, catastrophe will strike for G2. Nico needs to rise above it all. A top 20 player in the world, 7 years in a row. The heir to the throne, finals so many times, slipping through. Not just a Cologne, but a Stockholm, a Katowice last year as well. Nico's been on the precipice of success. And this can't be another what-if story.
Yeah, many IGLs have held his hand into grand finals, but fallen down in the process. This flash
there it is.
Nice, and there's Nico finding that opener. That is exactly what G2 wanted, and it's from the man you wanted it from.
Still triple B though. Not that Liquid will expect it. They'd be looking for a more standard setup in a round like this, but that's because G2 want more from this position. They've got oSee on the corner, they've got Nico anti. This is all the makings of more bloodlust and more success from it. oSee's got to be quick, and he always is.
Nico helping out, Flash to send them even deeper into Banana if they want, but they're just going to play a numbers game, 5v2. I know that Liquid don't get back into this one freely. It's going to be a grind, Naf and oSee. They've had a pretty quiet map here. It's been YEKINDAR and Nitro spearheading this comeback. Well, now it's going to fall to the other two. oSee baits out that shot from oSee's orb, but a smoke in the way might just seal the deal on this round.
Oh, are they going through? This has been a textbook round from G2, and Nico wants to send it just that extra step. Missed smoke, not ideal. And a flash behind it, but Nico won't be blinded. He will force the fight and meet the fire. Naf finds that kill. There's 10 seconds. There's no way to save the day. Liquid are done, left on their laurels. oSee attempts a plant in the midst of the madness, but oSee snuffs him out. And G2, grand finals point. 1 round away. A breath of fresh air. and a chance to take it all.
And it's so fitting that it's oSee and Nico to make it happen. Got a taste of what this duo could do on stage in Katowice last year in oSee's debut. Well, they're now the ones looking to walk it over the line for Liquid. They've been up against it this entire second half. They haven't let that deter them. But now there are no more second chances. It's going to be flawless from here on out. A convincing tag from oSee.
Dear.
And YEKINDAR's been tamed.
Will he even take the AWP? Take it away from oSee. In what could be the final round of play. He might be begging for it. oSee wants a chance to fire off, though. And Liquid must dig deeper than you would imagine to be possible in this moment. G2, re-flash, re-attack, retake that car. But they don't need to hang around. They forced a lot of util out of Liquid and already wasted most of their time. Everything being thrown to the face of Liquid, and there's more where that came from.
Oh, they want to try and get Nico back in the fray. He sees that boost, doesn't like it. Rotate moving around from oSee. The anticipation is building. G2 starting to gamble a third man over. Liquid up and leave this side of the map. This is going to be Liquid playing it to the final extremities of this clock in what could be their last round on this stage. Pick Crossfire to get past. They've got 20 seconds to do it. JKS. Damage done, softens them up. Ready and raring to go. He wants to be in a grand final again, but YEKINDAR's knocked him out of it. Hunter from the pit's done a lot of damage and trying to drive this one home. There's the close. A rumble of thunder and the flash of lightning. G2 are going to the grand final.
So many chances in the past, but this team feels like they're on a different trajectory right now. 9 maps in a row on Inferno, 11 best of 3s leading into a grand final. It's all poised for G2. An incredible series, an incredible map from Hunter. Nico leading the way, and oSee.